Builders are worried about the future. That's our topic for this morning's Backstage Pass. Stocks are up so far this morning and mortgage bonds are up as well. We'll talk more about the markets in just a minute, but first let's talk about home builders. The National Association of Home Builders released their Housing Market Index for the month of July. So this is kind of a real-time pulse on the sentiment that home builders have across the country for the housing market. This is an index from 0 to 100. It's based off of a survey. Anything that's less than 50, it shows a contracting market. 50 and above shows an expanding market. So for the month of July, the housing market index fell 12 points to 55, which was worse than the expectations of 65. Current sales were down 12 points to 64, and sales expectations fell 11 points to 50. Now, buyer traffic was also down 11 points to 37. Now, while the first two metrics are still above 50, which signals expansion, these figures have been coming down sharply, and the concerning figure really was buyer traffic, which is very weak at 37 and signals a slowdown in buyer activity. The NAHB also released housing start information for the month of June. That showed that in June, housing starts were down 2%. That's lower than what was forecast. It was forecast that housing starts would be up 1.4%, and specifically, single family was down 8%. Now, homes that are authorized to start but have not yet started yet, that's up 16% year over year, and that really speaks to the backlog that builders are still facing with labor shortages and supply chain issues and things like that. Now, in other news, CoreLogic released their single-family rental report. This is for the month of May, so this data is a little bit older. But that showed that new rents and renewals were up annually 14% in the month of May. And specifically, renewals are up 8% in the month of May. Now, we talk a lot about affordability in the housing market with mortgage rates up and home prices up. But those rental rates going up at 8% annualized for renewals, that's really going to push people to see the opportunity in the housing market. Now on to the bonds. The mortgage bonds are up 3 basis points at the time of recording. The 10-year yield is also up about 4 basis points, and it's at 3%. We want to see that stay under 3%. For mortgage rates today, we should see mortgage rates open about where they closed yesterday. And there's not a lot of major news coming out today. The only thing that's really happened that's kind of driving the market a little bit was a corporate bond issuance, and that kind of added a little extra supply into the bond market. But other than that, not a lot of news, so we don't expect to see a lot of volatility in the market today. And that's all the news that we have for today. I hope you have a great day. And remember, stay positive, and we'll see you tomorrow.